So over the last couple of months, I've released a bunch of demos featuring stereo pedals that only have one input and one output. And especially my Darkstar stereo demo got a bunch of comments on how it was even possible to get a wide stereo sound from a pedal that only has one output instead of two. And I totally get the confusion. So in this video, we're going to look into the difference between TS and TRS cables, the benefits of TRS stereo pedals, and how you can integrate them into your rig. So, hey, let's go learn something. I vividly remember the first time I encountered a pedal that used TRS stereo, and that was the Keeley 30 millisecond. And as you can see, it only has one input and one output. But every single demo of it mentioned that it was stereo, and it did indeed sound gorgeously wide in all those demos, but I was just sure that someone somewhere was pulling my leg, because like the demo artist must have added stereo width in post or something, because in my mind it was just not possible to get a stereo signal from a single output. But then I learned that the 30 millisecond came shipped with a special cable called a stereo splitter cable, or a TRS to dual TS converter plug. The pedal simply used a completely different connector for the output in order to carry a stereo signal. So that was the day that I learned that not all jack cables are the same. A standard mono instrument cable is also known as an unbalanced TS cable, whereas a stereo cable is known as a balanced TRS cable. And the whole balanced versus unbalanced thing is mainly down to the amount of signal noise within the cables, but that's stuff for a completely different video, so I'll leave that there. Now, the reasons behind the TS and TRS monikers is down to the way that the connectors are designed. If we place a TS cable and a TRS cable side by side, you can see that they look a bit different. The TS cable has two conductive sections known as the tip and the sleeve, TS, meaning it consists of one signal wire and a shield, whereas the TRS cable has three sections, the tip, then a ring, and then the sleeve, meaning it consists of two signal wires and a shield, allowing it to carry both a balanced mono signal and an unbalanced stereo signal, where the tip carries the left signal and the ring carries the right signal. TRS cables are fairly new within the world of effects pedals, but they've been used for a long time in the pro audio world, where they are typically used for stuff like monitors, mixers, headphones, and much more. So if you have a set of classic wired headphones and you take a look at the connector, then you'll notice that it's TRS. Or maybe it even has an extra ring, making it a TRRS cable, where the extra ring carries the signal for the headset's inbuilt microphone. Okay, so now you know what TRS is, but what's the actual benefit of it within the world of effects? Well, it simply allows the engineers to implement a stereo signal in way less space. So the obvious benefit is that it enables really compact pedals to carry a stereo signal. And that's also why we're seeing more and more true stereo mini pedals make their way into the market these days, like the new Noble Stel Mini, which I made a demo of last year. Another clear benefit is that it also allows the engineers to implement more features in less space. So if we take this Meris Enso here, for instance, the input is TRS while the outputs are dual TS. And that enables Meris to also include an expression/MIDI connector here up top. Had the input been dual TS like the outputs, they would either have had to eliminate the expression feature or find another way to implement it on the print board and the chassis, which could prove to be difficult. The same thing goes for this Kinotone Sparks here, where the input and output are stereo via TRS, allowing the two other ports to serve as expression and MIDI. The third clear benefit is that if you have multiple TRS stereo pedals in your setup, then you only need a single cable to connect them instead of two in order to get a full stereo sound, making it way easier to get a tidy pedal board setup. But most pedal boards, of course, use a heavy mix of different pedals by different pedal brands. So how do you connect a TRS stereo pedal with a classic dual TS stereo pedal? Well, you can use a stereo splitter cable as mentioned in the beginning of the video, and you can get those as classic full-length cables. But you can also use the before mentioned converter plug, as it allows you to use your own custom length TS cables with it. Pretty cool. Another way to go about it is to use a junction box like the Old Blood Noise Endeavor's Split Meld. And this is actually the old version. The new version is way more compact and cooler, and I wish I had that one. But the principle is the same. This thing converts TRS to TS internally. So you can use your own TRS cables and your own TS cables, which is great if you want to create really custom setups. Oh boy, that was a lot of talking, but I at least hope all of this information made you a little bit wiser. Now you at least know that this TRS thingamajig exists and that there's actual benefits to it and that it's not too complicated to integrate into your current rig. So to end things off, I'm gonna connect a couple of my favorite TRS stereo pedals and play us out because I'm tired of talking now. Bye.